Alright, so we back with another video. Today we got y'all boys with an album tier list. Now, if you confused why this is on this channel, the plan was I was gonna have a backup channels where I had a gaming channel, but then the blue lock took off, so I had to separate some other things from that so I could let that have the momentum, and that worked. But then I wanted to actually had a sports channel all on one, then I wanted to have the tiers all on one channel, and then I wanted to have, but it didn't work out that way. And I found out that a lot of the tier people, they wanted to see this, but they ain't want to see that. So what I'm gonna do, starting now, which we already had, but we had what's the word? I don't know the word I'm looking for. It's just circumstances happened that we had to restart, and we having to do this again. Now, it's gonna pretty much be the first tier list on the channel. It's not the first video though. It's not. So we actually, you know what I'm saying, got some other videos if you do want to see those. But we're gonna be doing a 2020s album tier list. If you do want to see those other tiers, those still will be on the tier list channel, but I'm changing that channel as well. So I'm not gonna delete them, but those videos will still be there. Now, with that being said, today we're gonna be doing a 2020s album tier list. Now, I'm only gonna rank albums I personally listen to, and I remember enough. There's some other albums for sure I listen to that I'm not having on here because I just haven't listened to enough. I don't think it's valid for me to have an opinion on it. And I may not remember all the way some of these, but some I do remember enough to remember that it was good enough or bad enough because of certain things. Now, with that being said, if y'all do want more videos like this, y'all gotta do is show support by liking, subscribing, hyping, all that good stuff out the way though. No more talking. Let's hop into it. Alright, so we have it in ABC order. I made this a while ago and I did the video, but we having to redo it because this is the first time y'all gonna be seeing it on this. Hey, we're not gonna stay into that too long. We're gonna have to start it out in ABC order. I was gonna put it in order of when the albums came out so it could flow really well like that, but it's ABC order, so I put the new albums in ABC order. Even some albums I did forget, I tried to throw in here too. So let's start it out. One of One by Hard Rock. It's gonna be a little bit of underground, some rap, maybe not even be rap. So let's see. Hard Rock, One of One. I actually did love this album though. At the time when this was out, I did love this album. I'm going back to listen to it now. Honestly, now that I got the reminder of this album I made after this video, I really like this album front to back. I could listen to this all the way front to back. I think that's a B. If I can listen to an album front to back, for me, that's a B. And if you don't know the tiers, because I guess this is the first tier list, especially for music. The music one is just set in stone. S is 10 to 9.5, A is 9.5 to 8.5, B is 8.5 to 7, C is 7 to 5.5, D is 5.5 to 4, and then anything below a 4 is an F. And the 0.5 is literally, if you feel like something is an 8 or a 9, it's an 8.5 for me. Now, it can go up or down a tier depending on where that 0.5 lies, I guess. But yeah. So, yeah, I got B. Where would I rank it? I don't know if it's all the way at 8. Because I do think 8 is damn near like, those are classic albums. But I'm going to keep it being. I definitely remember what I was on when I was listening to this album for sure. And I was listening to this for months. So, I do think, for me, it's a special album. I don't know if I would say it's classic, though. I don't think it's a classic album for me, at least. Next, we have Two Alive. Another album in that same realm. But I can't listen to this front to back the same level. But it may have higher peaks. It might have higher peaks. It's gonna be probably a lot of albums in B. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna probably put majority of the albums I enjoy in B. I'm gonna say Two Alive is B probably. This joint got a lot of hits, especially if you throw in the deluxe. This joint got a lot of hits. It does have some misses though, but it does have a lot of hits. I probably would go One of One above it, but Two Alive is definitely very good. And that's especially if you just look at the track list of Two Alive, that joint got hits. And it got some of the Yeet best songs, I'm not gonna lie. Now, I'm not a big Lil Durk fan, but this is the one Lil Durk album, recently at least, that I actually did enjoy. I don't even know how to really say it. I guess 7220? I don't know. 7220, I don't know. I don't know how you really say this joint. I don't even remember. This joint been so long. This was okay though. I'm gonna keep it being. Like, I'm not a big Durk fan either, so I'll say C. Like, if you want to say 7, I'm not tripping on it. But, again, 7 to 5.5 is still a C. So, it's not that deep for me. A Gift and a Curse. Now, this is the best album so far. This is literally an album that had no misses. Like this had literally no misses. You can listen to it front to back easily. No misses. Now, I may say 101 is a personal favorite for me. But I do think this one is looked at more of a classic in Gunna's catalog at this point, too. So, yeah. Then we have I'm gonna be honest, we actually have a good start. A Great Chaos. A Great Chaos is another one front to back. I ain't gonna lie. This one got some misses. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. A Great Chaos and Two Alive are very relative. I'm not gonna lie. They are very relative. I do think off first listen though, Great Chaos was much better than Two Alive off first listen. Two Alive kind of grew on me in some of them songs, especially the highs. Like the highs are high on Two Alive. And they both got pretty good deluxes too. I'm gonna say this is right below One of One for me. I think One of One has always been front to back. Even if I listen to it now, I probably enjoy it front to back. Great Chaos got some misses on there, but it's not a lot. Don't get me twisted. It's not. It's way less than a Two Alive. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not mad if somebody say a Great Chaos is an 8. I'm not gonna cap. But I do think One of One is better. Next we have ADL. I'm gonna keep it being. I think ADL is one of the more overhated albums. Personally. But I will not cap. When Emotions came out, I did not listen to this no more. It dropped the same day as Bully. And then we had Drake drop 3 whole out. Bro, this joint is, yeah, bro. Yeah, this joint got pushed to the curve. I cannot lie. Yeah, this joint got pushed to the curve. I can't even cap on it. Like, I can't even give you, like, the benefit of the doubt. I probably like it more than 720, but nah. After Hours. And I want you to understand, bro, and I'm gonna keep it being. I know I see a lot of people putting out 10s. Bro, there is not a lot of, there is not a lot of 10s I have heard in my life. There is not a lot of 10s, gang. It might be. Now, I'm gonna keep it being. After last year, it might be up to 15 now. Total, I've heard. And I've been trying to listen to some old school lately because I ain't gonna lie, last year's, before this year, I'm gonna even be, this year kind of on a good pace. I'm not gonna lie, it's on a good pace. But the last couple years, like, you'll get a good album to start the year, maybe a good album in the middle, but weeks, months will go by and you getting absolutely nothing of quality. So, but I'm gonna keep it being. After Hours is one of them ones, bro. That is one of them ones. That is an S. That is an easy S. I'm gonna keep it being. This one, I'm gonna keep it being. 2020s. If you talk about the best albums, you cannot talk about the best albums of that year without After Hours. You cannot talk about the best albums of this decade without After Hours. After Hours, low-key used to be my album of the decade. It got took. Yeah, the chain got took. That's all I'm gonna say. But it is in that convo still. I can hear people that say it, but I'm gonna keep it being. I used to really fight that fight. Nah, I can't say it no more. Afterlife. Now, Afterlife is actually an interesting one because I don't think Afterlife has the same level of replay value if I go back to listen to it like Two Alive. But Afterlife, to me personally, is a better album. Like, I think the cohesiveness of it, front to back to production, is a better album. I think he is a better artist at that point. But he was better at making songs on Two Alive, in my opinion, in terms of hits. He was making, like, he has some higher peaks, again, to me, on Two Alive than he does on Afterlife. Even though Afterlife may have the best song of the two albums, but after that, it's going to be all Afterlife for, like, the next maybe 5 or 6 songs for me. I'm not going to lie. That's tough, though. Because Afterlife do have 2 really high peaks for me. I'm keeping it in. But I'm thinking about everything in between. I actually can listen to Afterlife front to back. But I like the production and cohesion. I like that part, kind of does it for me. I do like that. I am, like, especially when it comes to rap, I'm probably more so on the production side for me. I like the lyrics and all that. But if the production ain't it, I can't really listen to it to the same level, even if the lyrics is hitting. If the lyrics hitting in the production, we talking about a perfect song at that point. I'm gonna keep it being. I'm gonna probably say over Two Alive. That's debatable though. I'm not mad if anybody say that Alive is Two Alive is better than that though. Because like I said, it has higher peaks. Then Before Pink, I think Before Pink is the best thing that Sofago dropped. I know Sofago dropped another album. I didn't have it on any of my lists. Like, I literally, a lot of the albums I dropped or added in this is from the videos that I had on my other account that we're just not gonna speak on, that I had videos done and I still had the list on my phone and computer. So I was like, let me go through these and just add them on here. And this was one of them. So I think Two Alive is good. I don't know if it's a C. I'll probably say B. I'll say at the back of B. This has some high peaks, but I'm gonna go B. Actually, am I remembering? I'm thinking of the other one. I think Before Peak might have been better than what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of the other Sofago tape that he dropped before this last album. Nah, not Mania. I'm not talking about Mania. Gold Plus. I'm thinking of Gold Plus. Before Pink is what he dropped before Pink Hearts, I think. Yeah, this shit had. Hey, hold on. I ain't gonna lie, this shit had hits. I ain't gonna lie, and this shit only 5 songs, but it did have 2 misses. I like the first 3 songs a lot. It did have 2 misses. Okay, I'll keep it there. Bully. I actually like Bully a lot. I'm gonna keep it being. I know a lot of people don't like Bully as much. I will not lie though. Since these Drake albums, I have not listened to it as much. Now I did go back and listen to it to see if it really stood. I think it's still very good, but I don't think it's standing to that personally. Now I went back to listen to another album that released around that time, a week after. That joint hitting even harder now. I'm not gonna lie. I think Bully is very good though. I was very high on Bully though. That's the thing. I was very high on Bully. I think this is like pretty much Kanye giving a lot of people that love the early Kanye fans. Like, if you really are a fan of College Dropout to like The Life of Pablo Kanye, you getting a version of every version of any album of those eras. You got the first trilogy era. You got, the only one I may say is not really on here is My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. I don't know what song you would even get off to even say that, but you even got like some 808s. You got some Yeezus. You got some Life of Pablo style songs on here. Now, if you saying that, did he do anything game changing? Not really, but I didn't really need him to do that personally. He even got some Donda songs, I would even say. So I would say honestly, Bully to me is his best album of this decade. Is it better than A Gift and a Curse though? A Gift and a Curse is a very good album. I don't know if I would say that, especially when I think of Circles. Circles is actually bad. I would probably put this behind 101. Because 101, bro, if I remember correct, no, I think 101 did have one song I didn't really mess with. I think that did have one song I didn't really mess with. But I know for a fact there's not a song on that Gunna shit that I literally couldn't say. Like, there's not a song on Gift and the Curse I can say, yeah, nah, that ain't it to me. Nah, I can listen to that joint front to back and I'm fine. I'm cool. And the crazy part is, and the thing about a good album like Gift and the Curse is, you can listen to it a couple times in a row and you'll leave with a new favorite song every time you listen to it front to back. Personally, that's me. Now, Call Me If You Get Lost. Now, this is an album for me that I loved this album when it first came out. Like, when C.O.B. and Donna dropped, Call Me If You Get Lost in the Nas album, those were the 2 best albums to me. Those 2 albums, I don't know if it's Donda and C.O.B. grew on me from that time or these 2 albums grew off me. But I'm gonna keep it being. I went back to listen to Call Me If You Get Lost. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just Tylered out because I didn't like the last Tyler album either. But Call Me If You Get Lost, it didn't hit for me as it used to. I used to really love this album, but I don't know. I think the production is good, but I don't know. It wasn't hitting like I remembered it. Personally, it wasn't. I gotta be honest. It wasn't. I probably would say, it may be recency bias. I probably would say Bully is better. Still very high in the B's. Probably in that 8 range still. That may be the cutoff. Call Me If You Get Lost may be the cutoff. But yeah, I'm gonna see B. Now we have Casino. Casino first listen was very good. I'm gonna keep it being. I was even saying some crazy stuff like it's better than. I put Melodic Blue on here, right? Yeah, I did. Okay. I was even saying some crazy stuff like this is his best album. Because before Melodic Blue, I hated Baby King. I thought he ruined Kendrick. I used to be a big Kendrick fan. And I ain't gonna lie, I did not like damn Kendrick when he was like, the entire Baby Keem influence Kendrick, I do not like. The only song I may like of that influence is Euphoria. And that's dissing Drake. And I love that song, I'm not gonna lie. But that's probably the Family Ties. Like, come on, Family Ties is, yeah. But this album, I'm gonna keep it being front to back. It was very good first listen. I went back to listen to it. I don't know. The first week I really sat with it. It did get worse that first week, I won't lie, as you kind of like get some of these songs that you just don't really like as much. Because like I personally, I don't really listen to albums in playlists. I listen to albums more so front to back to see how I really feel about it. Then maybe if I don't really like the album, I'll put some of these songs in the playlist and do a playlist. But I don't really do that a lot. I don't really playlist music a lot. So it's okay to me. It's not. At first, I was saying some crazy stuff, but it definitely grew off me. I probably would still say B. I probably would go here for me. I probably go all those albums over it. Then we have C.O.B. C.O.B. isn't. Yeah, CLB is tough. Because like I said, CLB on the other hand, that Call Me If You Get Lost, this one grew on me crazy. Like, CLB got some of Drake's best songs he ever made. Genuinely. And, like, you could even, like, I love Iceman, but you could really argue, like, you go song for song with both of those albums. CLB may have the 5 best songs out of both albums. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I even got a hot take that the other 2 albums that dropped with Iceman, you could argue that it's 5 or 6 songs off those other 2 albums that would be better than any song on Iceman to me. I think Iceman is just so consistently good. Like, you don't really have too many. It's not really a low moment for me on Iceman, personally. That's the difference. I think CLB, and another thing with Iceman that he just does better is no features. I do think there's some songs on CLB where it's just like, we forcing this, like Way Too Sexy, that's a song that doesn't have to be on a Drake album to me. Like, if I really have to have a gripe, that's a song that don't have to be on a Drake album. Girls Want Girls, that don't have to be on a Drake album to me, personally. Like, I'm not even tripping on the In the Bible. I'm not tripping on Fair Trade. I'm not tripping on Knife Talk, but Knife Talk is another song you could argue don't have to really be on a Drake album, personally, for me. It don't. It don't. The only song I really would say is a miss for me, personally, though, is Fountains. That's the only song, personally, for me. When I listen to the track list, I'm not trying to hear for real. But I know for a fact it's better than anything that we've ranked so far. The only one I would debate is Call Me If You Get Lost, because I definitely used to like Call Me If You Get Lost more. But I don't know. Call Me If You Get Lost, it just don't have the highs. It don't have the it may have more cohesion. Don't get me wrong on that one. It might have more cohesion. But the way it flow together in the, like, Call Me If You Get Lost, when I go back and listen to it, it has a lot of skips for me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna cap. Then we have Chromacopia. Chromacopia is just a C for me. I'm not, again, I do think low-key Chromacopia, it may be the reason why I don't like Call Me If You Get Lost no more. Because I'm gonna keep it being, like, outside of Noid, Saint Chroma, I'm cool on majority of that album. But it is some other highs. But I don't know. It's just something about it. I don't know what this album did, but it's just something about it I didn't really mess with. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not mad at it being B though. If Baby Keem album B, that joint may be better than Baby Keem album, especially if we talk about the highs, because it's about 3 or 4 songs that's better than anything on Baby Keem album. But the entire, it's not as consistent. And Baby Keem is only 11. I probably got 3 misses on the Keem, so that's 8 out of 11. I don't remember how long Chromacopia was, but if I'm only really remembering about 4 or 5 songs that I genuinely liked, I don't know if I can go that far. Dangerous Summer, I actually like Dangerous Summer a lot. I like Dangerous Summer a lot. But I can't, I'm lucky to be, I was going too far on it. I can't go too crazy. I would say it's like there. Then we have Dark Lane Demo Tapes. Yeah, this is a Drake album that's not really for me. But I'm looking at the album's NC. I don't think, like I think Chromacopia and Dark Lane Demo Tapes is like, yeah. I probably would rather Dark Lane Demo Tapes, because it's kind of the same thing as Chromacopia for me, where 4 really good songs for me. Outside those 4, I'm cool on majority of it. But the Drake ones, I'm probably just gonna be more inclined to a Drake song in general than a Tyler the Creator song. That's just probably gonna be me. But yeah. Then we have Don FM. It's an A. It's just an A. Like, I'm not mad if you want to say it's a B, because I will say the consistency is not all the way there. Low-key is not better than CLB. It is not better than CLB. I don't think it is better than CLB, bro. I'm gonna keep it being. I don't believe that. It is better than Gift and the Curse. I think when I originally ranked all the albums, I had it above Gift and the Curse. It is not above CLB though. It is not. CLB may just be an A. I'm not gonna lie, but it's not better than CLB. I didn't mean to haunt you. This is definitely an A. I think I also had this behind Don FM though. I think I just low-key was overrating Don FM because it's such a... when it comes down to Drake, Kanye, and Weeknd, I probably am going to have a little bit of bias and preference. I'm not going to lie. But I do just think they also just make the best music. So, this is what it is. But this is... Yeah. I don't even know what is stopping me from saying this is a 10. I probably would say a 9, though. But, yeah. Production, the quality, front to back, consistency. Yeah, bro. This is one of the best albums that came out this decade, and it came from a YouTuber, which is crazy. And I low-key making this. I forgot to put it on when the last time I did it. I went to go look at, bro. He ain't really been dropping. He dropped a song apparently recently. I listened to it. That joke was hard. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm like, hey, bro, still got it. I ain't listened to a Quadeca song in a minute. But bro, this album for sure. Yeah, this album for sure. Then we have Donda. Again, I think that Bully is the best album that Kanye has dropped this decade. But if you want to debate Donda, I'm not mad at you. I would just say Bully because it's more concise. Donda, I'm gonna keep it. I don't know if Donda got. I don't know if Donda got higher highs than. Oh no, it does. No, it does. Nah, Come to Life for sure is better than anything on Bully. I'm not gonna lie. But all the Love, Punch Drunk, it's some songs on, bro. It's some songs on that Bully gang. It is. A lot of people like Life of the Party. I think Life of the Party is a good song, but I do think people like. I don't know. I think I may be a little bit of a contrarian on some things because, like, when I see people say Life of the Party is arguably Kanye's best song, I'm not gonna lie. That's not even. I don't even think it compares to Come to Life for me personally. If you want to say it's top 5 on the album, I'm not mad at it. But one thing I will say though about Donda, crazy highs. The highs on this joint is crazy. It's just way too many songs. This one got hurt because of way too many songs and Kanye's art, like his help. If like we just talk, if we having a real conversation about Kanye's performance compared to Bully, he washes Donda Kanye in terms of the artist performance. Now, if you want to talk about production, I may even go Bully there. I'm not gonna lie, but I do kind of prefer the production of how he blended all those eras on that one album personally. That may be me. Then Donda 2, I may just be a Donda hater because I remember when they first did the first listening party, I really was hopeful for this, but it really did remind me of 808s 2. And that kind of what had me, they kind of had me going, but nah, this is not that. Nah, this ain't it. This ain't it, bro. This ain't it. I'll probably put it behind Chromacopia though. Don't Be Dumb. As a big A$AP Rocky fan, this ain't it. For me, this ain't it. I'll probably go above Donda 2, but Chromacopia, Dark Lane Demos, I'll go over it. Emotions. I'm looking at these albums, man. I feel like it's jumping the gun to say it's over Great Chaos. I do feel like that. But what's stopping me from saying it's over Great Chaos? It do got misses though. It's low key. It's like blending the positives of Afterlife and Two Alive together for me. Even though Two Alive may have higher peaks, that's debatable as shit though. Cause bro, it's some of Nine best songs, best beats he ever like. Yeah, bro. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably gonna go. I'm not mad if you want to say these are over it. I'm not mad if you want to say that. I'm gonna go there, personally. Eternal Take, easily the most underrated album of this decade. Easily the most underrated album. Honestly, if I'm being completely honest, I don't like Homecoming and I don't like the other song. Outside of that, this shit is literally a perfect Uzi album for me. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I know Love is Rage 2 is like the album that people think of. I kind of think of, and I kind of was talking about this in the Drake video I just did. I think of Take Care and Nothing Was the Same similar. Nothing Was the Same is the better album. Take Care is the better collection of songs. Love is Rage 2 is the better collection of songs. Eternal Take is the better album. It's way more cohesion. There's a lot more concept, thought put into the actual album process. Love is Rage 2 and Take Care are a good... obviously, it's disrespectful to Take Care to compare this shit to Love is Rage 2. Because Take Care also is a very good album. But Nothing Was the Same has much more intentions behind each song and the placement behind each song and how all that. The sequencing. Take Care has all that, but it's not on the level of Nothing Was the Same. Kind of the same way I'm saying Love is Rage, but Love is Rage 2 for me don't really have that. I don't know. Fuck it. I don't know. I'm low-key chatting a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Eternal Take, I'm gonna probably have to say I love CLB, bro. I'm not gonna lie, but Eternal... I'm not gonna lie. Which one would I listen to first? Eternal Take or CLB? I would listen to CLB. I probably would. I haven't returned to Eternal Take in a minute. But Eternal Take had me in a chokehold. Now, the Deluxe also may weigh that down. The Deluxe may weigh that down. Because the Deluxe is good, but it's not as good as Eternal Take. It has probably higher peaks because it had the leaks that everybody wanted in terms of the snippets, the leaks. It did. But it does have more misses than the original Eternal Take. And the original has less songs. And it has more misses than CLB. Yeah, I talked myself into it. CLB, you stand. For all the dogs, For the Dogs may be the one Drake album that like I can get when people gas it, but I also can get when people hate on this one. I think, especially for a lot of people, I think a lot of people just don't really understand how good of an R&B artist Drake is. This is literally some of Drake's best R&B songs. But if you came for the rapping, this is not the album for that. Like 808 in Charlotte, what's the other song? Away from Home. Even maybe Drew Up Picasso, you could argue is a rap song. And obviously the J. Cole song, First Person Shooter. But it's bare minimum rapping songs on this album. I'm gonna keep it beat. Like, yeah. And then, like, if we was talking about CLB with all the songs, like, this one is the most egregious with, why the hell is this on your album songs? It's the most egregious. Like, I'm gonna keep it being, it's the most egregious. Like, we got, the Calling For You, that should have been 21. Let 21 have that bullshit. You know? I don't give a fuck. It's actually a good song, but that should have been on Yeet. The Rich Baby Daddy, I'm gonna keep being. That's not for me, but it probably should have been on their album. But would it has been as big? I don't know. I literally don't know. But yeah, I'm cool on this one. I'm not even like, a lot of people hate on Slime You Out. I'm not on that part of it. Slime You Out is hard to me, but it has one of the best stretches of R&B music Drake has ever curated. But yeah, nah, it's not for me personally. Like, again, if you want to say Chromacopia is better than it, I'm not mad at you. I'll probably put it here. I probably do think For All the Dogs is better than, it definitely got less misses, though. Yeah, it definitely got less. I'm chatting a little bit. It definitely got less misses than both of these. And it has some high highs. It's just the high highs are R&B. So, yeah, I probably would go there. But, yeah, it's still not good. Well, no, it's just good. It's nothing crazy. For nothing by, and when we're doing the 9 tapes, we're drinking the tape mixtape with it. So if you like before Emotions was better, I'm gonna include that whole era, because if I'm not gonna rank a 9 EP and then a 9 album, no, I'm not doing that. Game. I'm not. So we're gonna put that together, just like we did the deluxes for More Chaos. We're gonna count that as like a deluxe or a prequel. Shit, I don't know what the hell you call that. This one is tough. For Nothing is hard. It's definitely better than Emotions. I'd probably say it's better than Great Chaos. I probably would go over this. Going over Call Me If You Get Lost may be the last damn straw, though. Like, I know that may have fell off a little bit for me, but I'm gonna keep it being. Like, come on, bro. I used to love that album. I can't do it. Gemini Rights, I'm gonna keep it being. On re-listen, I remember this joint being very good to me. On re-listen, this kind of be as another one that I kind of fell out of love with. I still love Helmet. I still love the other song. Outside those 2 songs, I'm gonna keep it being. I'm cool on though. I'm gonna keep it being. Like, if you listen to the album front to back, I'm kind of cool on the other ones. It's still a good album though. But I used to think it was like a 9. Nah, it's not a 9. It's not. It's not a 9. Where would I put it? I probably would put it right. I probably would put it like here. I don't even know if I'll put it there. I'll probably put it here. To be honest. Because all those songs above it, or albums above it, are just more consistent. And Gemini Rights, I will say, he does actually try to make an album. But yeah. Then we have GNX. Now, I'm going to keep it being. Where I'm going to put this, people going to probably say I'm a Kendrick hater. I did just do the video. So I do have a little bit more of a refresher. Because some of the songs, I was forgetting how good some of those songs was. So I'm not going to cap on it. But in terms of GNX, yeah. I'll put you could go either or with these. I think all these are the same tier. Genuinely. All these are the same tier for me. Nothing crazy music, personally. I think what really threw me off with this one is that people really... again, this may be me being contrarian, though. I won't lie. Because I know how people feel about To Pimp a Butterfly. I've never been the biggest To Pimp a Butterfly fan because I don't know what it is with me. If you drop an album, my expectations after that is crazy. So when he dropped Good Kid, Mad City, I don't know what the hell I was expecting. But I think To Pimp a Butterfly is a good album. Don't get me twisted. But I don't know. I don't know how the hell you follow that shit up. Like, think about it. Take Care got followed up with Nothing Was the Same. You know what I'm saying? Think about Kanye, what he was following shit up. College Dropout, Late Registration. Like, I'm thinking we finna go on a run here. I mean, for some people that is a run though. So maybe I'm chatting right now. But when I see, like, To Pimp a Butterfly, I can understand. Okay, this is what I'm trying to say. To Pimp a Butterfly, I can understand getting compared to GNX. Damn, hell no, I cannot understand. I'll never understand that shit. That's another one I'll never understand. Damn is better than GNX though. GNX, I will never in my life understand how a Kendrick fan, the way, especially with the stuff that they love in terms of all that, how the hell can you compare that shit to Good Kid, Mad City? I would never in my life understand that. I never understand that. And the thing is, I'm saying is, I've seen more people say that this is his best album. In what world? How? Impossible. Impossible. Like, if you want to say To Pimp a Butterfly, cool. I can understand that because it's a lot of behind that. Damn, I'm not feeling that way. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not. It's been some years. I'm over it. DNX is kind of fresher, and it's worse than Damn for me. Damn is actually legitimately good. This one, it got some good moments, but that's kind of what this tier is. Some albums with good moments, but as an album, nah, not for me. Habibti, people gonna be mad about this one. I'm gonna be honest. I seen people saying Rusty intro is trash. I don't know. I don't know that one. I don't know. But WNBA to the back. Every song a hit except for Sexy Red. I don't know what the hell she did on that song. She completely ruined the song. I'm not gonna lie. And then, I'm not gonna lie, the next song, Low Shimmy, I know a lot of people like him. Ruined that song. But I think those two songs, Drake Part is good. But I'm cool on them two songs because them features are terrible. But 9 out of them 11? Really 8, I guess, if you don't like Rusty intro. And I'm gonna keep it being that Gen 5 stretch to prioritizing. Hey man, that's an all-time stretch, gang. That is literally an all-time 4-song streak. I'm not gonna cap. Alright, that right there is hot. But I may actually have to say it's C. But I don't believe it's C. If I'm honest, I don't believe it's C. I don't. Like, I can't even cap. Like, WNBA, High Fives, Gen 5, White Bone, Fort Worth. Like, nah, I can't. Prioritizing probably my favorite song on the shit. I can't. But I ain't gonna lie, I probably am one of the few Drake fans that actually like R&B Drake more than rap Drake. I may be the few. I won't lie. But it isn't not as consistent as Iceman. Like I said, I think Iceman probably is the better of the 3. But like I said, the other 2 albums probably has the 5 best songs. I'm trying to be consistent though. I can't just go too crazy. It's not better than Emotions. I'm looking at that. It's not better than Great Chaos. It's not better than... I ain't gonna lie. That shit may be better than all them albums to me. It legit might be better. Keeping it a whole beam. I'm not gonna go too crazy on it. I'm gonna say here. The only album that I'm really like, I don't know, is Gemini Rights. So maybe I just raised Gemini Rights. This is the only one I don't know about putting that over. There's the only one I don't know because Gemini Rights is kind of more of a like to like in terms of the genre. But I'm really looking at them albums above it. And I'm like, I don't know if I like that shit more. I'm gonna keep it being. I gotta be honest. Hearthstone Psycho. Now, this is an album that is heavily underrated. Like, I seen all the love bro getting for Octane, and I'm happy for bro. But this album is 10 times better. 10 times. Now, it's not that crazy of an album still, though. I'll be real. It's not. I will say, it kind of goes back to what I was saying with the Love is Rage, Eternal Take. I think that this is more like in the Eternal Take realm, where it's like, this is a cohesive front to back album. Octane, he actually does try to make an album, I will say that. But it's more so hits. TikTok music. It's really what I would say. But I will say it's not really any bad songs. I'm not gonna cap. There is about 2, 3 for me. But the consistency front to back, it is really consistent. And it probably, I don't think it has higher highs. I don't believe that. So, I don't know what I'm saying here. That is not like the Love is Raised, Eternal Take shit at all, actually. I'm low-key thinking about it. I do remember not liking some parts of this, like each, like, cause I think it's like a 4x4, so it's like four discs with 4 tracks on each disc, if I remember correctly. And I think he had a deluxe disc that had ended up being 5, but he fucked up the 4x4. I don't know why he did that, to be honest. So now it's 4x5. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a B, man. This joint was good. I don't want to go too crazy on it though. I don't want to go too crazy on it. I don't want to go too crazy on it. I probably would say is here. I think that's a safe spot for it. Her loss. Yeah, I'm gonna say her loss is here. I'm not even like, bro. Like I said, this is gonna be the cutoff because it's gonna be uncomfortable for me to put a lot of stuff over this because I used to really love that album. So I may be like thinking about what I used to believe about that album more than what I feel right now. But I do think that's a safe cutoff for like anytime I'm finna get biased. So her loss, I'm gonna go there. Her loss, I will say though, the last 3 songs on her loss are by far the 3 worst songs on that album, in my opinion. I think you can go front to back on it. But once you get to song 13, it's like you going. It's some valleys in the mountain on her loss for sure. But once you get to song 13, it just keeps going down. It doesn't ever go back up. It just keeps going down after song 13. After song 13. But yeah, that's where I'm at. Her Heroes and Villains. Heroes and Villains is actually really good. I don't know if it's better than Call Me If You Get Lost though. It probably just right in front of her loss. It probably just right in front of her loss. Nah. That shit better than Call Me If You Get Lost. That shit is definitely better than Call Me If You Get Lost. Is it better than Donda though? Probably not. It's probably not better than Donda. This shit has good production, some great songs. I won't lie. Too Many Nights. There's some songs I don't really fuck with though. Trance. Oh, Loki, hold on. There's some songs on that shit I do fuck with. Nah, I'm gonna keep it there though. I'm gonna keep it calm. High Off Life. Now, okay, let me preface this. Before We Don't Trust You, I may still argue this is his best album this decade. I ain't gonna lie. High Off Life, bro. I'm not gonna lie. As a big Future fan, this one means something to me, gang. I ain't gonna lie. This shit means something to me. Front to back, gang. Front to back. Now, the bonus tracks do kind of fuck up the front to back experience. I'm not gonna even lie to you. The bonus tracks, him just throwing them bitches on there just to get the extra streams, kind of fucked up the album experience. I hate when artists do that. I'm not gonna lie. Like Drake doing that on Take Care, like the shit he threw on there, those are classic songs. But I'm gonna keep it being, those are trolls. I'm not gonna lie. Like, just give me the regular. I don't need the deluxe. Just let me listen to the regular version where it was intended to listen to. Pound Cake, low key, no, nothing was the same as the perfect album where he threw the bonus tracks on that shit, and that shit don't feel like it don't make no difference. That shit fit perfectly. I ain't gonna lie. This nigga just threw some shit at the end. I ain't gonna lie. He ain't care. He ain't ordered the shit at the end. He just threw that shit. But this, hey, nah. Let me go look at this joint so y'all can really understand how he was coming on this album, bro. He was wildin', bro. Like the song with Uzi. He had the song with YB, bro. Nah. He was not playing on this album, bro. I think really people forget how good his album. Like Trapped in the Sun, one of his best intros. I won't cap. Riding Strike. Nah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm really looking at this track list. I could go hard to choose one, bro. I could literally go one to sit. Bro, accepting all my flaws, too comfortable. Oh my goodness. Nah. I ain't gonna lie. Nah, I'm not gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. High Off Life may be in my top 3 Future albums. I'm really looking at this shit, bro. I used to love this shit, King. I really don't know how people didn't really fuck with this album. This shit was crazy. I swear I remember this shit was so crazy to me. I really don't get how niggas didn't fuck with this shit. And then people like The Wizard. I never fucked with The Wizard. That's the one I didn't mess with that a lot of people love. I don't know, but yeah, me personally, let's get this going here already. Is it better than Don FM? That's where we stop. I ain't gonna lie. Let's not even go too crazy. Then we got Honest and Nevermind. I'm gonna keep it being. I'm low-key finna just start putting all the Drake albums a tier down to where I honestly believe they should be. Because I'm gonna keep it being. I probably am gonna be biased with Drake. Weeknd don't deserve to tear down because he don't have no bad albums this decade. I'm not gonna lie. It's not even debatable. He has no bad albums. And the bad Kanye albums just not on here, so don't even ask for it. They're not on here. Those shits will definitely be F probably. I won't lie. But honestly, Nevermind. But I may gotta give it an extra tier because it's literally a genre I don't listen to. But I will say I probably did give it an extra chance because it's Drake. I won't lie. But yeah, I'm gonna keep it being though. I wouldn't even give Made of Honor a chance if it wasn't for Honestly Nevermind. So I do respect it for that. But if we talk about the best song out of the two, Tesco Green, I don't think Jimmy Cooks would be a top 5 song after that. But Jimmy Cooks is good. Sticky's alright. It's some other songs that's alright, but like there's nothing else crazy. Tesco Green is an all-timer. I'm not gonna lie though. That's an all-timer. But I'm gonna go deep. If you wanna argue, hey, now I'm gonna keep being. If you wanna argue Hurry Up Tomorrow After Hours, that may be a video. That might be a video game, bro, because he's done. The Weeknd's career is done. But I'm not gonna lie, like, I did this a year ago, bro. I'm gonna keep being, man. Bro, I'm gonna be honest. Like, if we really grasp at straws, After Hours is kind of a pop album, which is not a problem. But when you, like, pop elements can only, you can only go so far with some of those pop elements. Like, it still has some of his best songs he ever made. But when you put that next to Hurry Up Tomorrow, that's tying in every Weeknd era of his career, that's tying the beginning of his career to the end perfectly, man. Now, the thing I will say about Hurry Up Tomorrow, it does have songs on it I don't really fuck with. I can't cap. That's the one thing I would say in comparison to After Hours, but After Hours also has a song I don't mess with. But bro, I'm not gonna lie. It is made up for tenfold with the peaks. It is made up tenfold with the cohesion, the artist, like, bro, the features as well on Hurry Up Tomorrow are damn near perfect. Like, you couldn't, there's no gripe I can have with the features except for the song I don't like, Sao Paulo. I don't like that song. I don't really like the feature. I feel like that song, I like the transition into the song. I like the transition out of the song. That's about it I can give the credit for. I feel like every song has a perfect purpose. I don't know what Sao Paulo's purpose is. Like, I'm gonna keep it being. Like, what era is that supposed to be? Is that just supposed to be the Hurry Up Tomorrow era? If that's supposed to be the era, they trolling, because that's a bad. But Baptized, bro, I'm not finna go through every song. That's a crazy. But I literally, from Baptized in Fear to the last song of that shit, literally damn near a 10 out of 10 song for me. I'm not gonna lie. Like, the peaks of this album, and it just stays. It's not like a mountain that's going up and down. It's not like waves. It's going up and down. This joint. It's like a road. You just going. It's like a straight narrow road. It's like playing Minecraft on a flat world, man. Straight flat. Simple. Then we have Iron Music. Now, this is kind of the modern day Good Kid, Mad City situation, but it's different because Kendrick. I had heard Section 80, a couple songs. Cause Kendrick did have like a couple of like songs that was out there before Good Kid, but Good Kid was like the first album I really sat down and listened to for Kendrick. Bro, Carti, I've been with Carti for a long time. SoundCloud era when he was never dropping no tapes, but he was dropping a lot of songs on there, and he would have like, I guess, EPs, and people made in abundance. I'm pretty sure it's a fan made tape, all that other stuff. I remember Don't Tell Nobody. I remember my cousin put me on the Carti and all that. And then we get Self-Titled. Then we get Die Lit. Oh my goodness. And then we have to wait for a Whole Lotta Red. And we get all these different versions of Whole Lotta Red that get leaked before Whole Lotta Red come out. And we like, bro, there's no way in hell he can't put these leaks on this album and this album ends up being good. Everybody hates that album day one. It's so different and it grows on everybody, and it ends up being one of the best, if not the best, performance album I've personally ever heard. Bro, every single one of those eras, he's literally either setting trends or starting trends. I'm not saying he started every trend he did, but he either set trends or he started trends. And then we have music where he is clearly not even trying to set a trend, not even trying to start a trend. He's just hopping on waves. Now, the only song I would give him credit for is the Opium Baby song. That song for sure. That song for sure is like completely different than anything he's ever made. Like, I think there were some semblances of like what he could have did, like the 2024 song that didn't originally make the album. Fuck on My DJ that didn't make the album, but I would say Fuck on My DJ would fit right in on a Whole Lotta Red playlist to me. That would have been like, yeah, it would have fit right in. So, like, the evolution I expected him to have, I don't think that was really that realistic. But I Am Music is just not to me. And then you also put into the fact that bro was literally caught using AI. Come on, bro. Yeah, bro. Yeah. And you can say that for Hurry Up Tomorrow with the Timeless if you want to talk about that. And by the way, Hurry Up Tomorrow, low-key, is the most confusing album to me. How that album is not the Weeknd's by far biggest album, I will never understand. Like Starboy and After Hours, I get it. But Hurry Up Tomorrow not being in that trifecta of his 3 biggest albums, well, I ain't gonna lie, Beauty Behind the Madness is pretty big too. I ain't gonna lie, that was pretty big. But none of those, hey, by the way though. And by the way, these two are in S, and they're 10s. And if they're not, they're 9.5. But they're 10s for me. Those are not Weeknd's best albums. I want y'all to understand, neither one of these are Weeknd's best album. I hope y'all understand that. I Am Music, I'm gonna keep it being. I wouldn't say 5, but the deluxe does add shit to it. And I will say it is consistently good more than Chromacopia. That's probably where I stop. I'm not even gonna cap. That's probably where I stop. Iceman, that's an A. I'm sorry, that's an A, bro. I'm really, hey, by the way, I'm happy all the Drake haters, y'all really motivated him. And y'all, all these years, people will be like, bro, he has no motivation. He has no desire anymore. He just doesn't care. He doesn't try. And now y'all motivated him, and hey, again. The only gripe I have, though, with Iceman, I didn't even talk about this in my other video I did of the Drake album, which I should have. The only gripe I would have, bro, he takes some of them songs, like, I don't know how he would do it, because, like I said, it's no misses on this album. It's literally no misses. None, front to back. And, bro, you know an album is good. I said this with Gift and a Curse. You know an album is good when every single time you listen to it, you leave with a new favorite song. You literally leave with a new favorite song. I probably have 2 gripes, actually. My 2 gripes is, 1, think about Take Care. Think about Nothing Was the Same. The thing that's keeping it from those conversations for me is it's just not having that R&B song, melodic. Well, Don't Worry is the melodic Drake song. It does have the melodic Drake songs. Don't get me wrong, but it doesn't have that slow it down, calm the pace down melodic song. It has that slow. The way he does that though, instead, are the Make Them series. And I do think people kind of, I don't know why when it comes to Drake, people just try to belittle this stuff. But Drake actually had a concept throughout the album. Like, people say it's the same song bro, it quite literally is intended to not be the same song every album. Literally, he starts that song off, the album off the way it does for a reason, would make them cry. When he's talking to 40. And then throughout the album, you kind of are getting upbeat. Then you get back to down. Then you go back upbeat. It's like a fluctuation. If you remember, he did something similar on Views, where he was doing about the season. But the up and down in this album is the flow of his emotions since 2 years ago. So I do think people kind of overlook some of the things that Drake actually intended on an album sometimes, because I think people just don't like him. He had a lot of intent behind his album. I think every song he had a lot of intent behind. I will say, I'm gonna keep it being. This is one album I will say he was putting some lyrics in that shit just to make y'all mad. Cause I'm gonna keep it being. Some of these lyrics he threw in there are hilarious. Like the Iceman is a nice man. That shit is hilarious, gang. Every single, and then the nigga paused. Like, you can't tell me he ain't do that shit on purpose. He paused for like 5 seconds, gang. There's no way. Now, I'm gonna keep it being. Again, though, I know I said it's about 5 songs and the other 2 that probably would be the 5 best songs, but there are some high highs on this. Like I said, Where's My Name? Bro, I'm not gonna go through the whole album. Again, I'm not gonna do this. But yeah, Iceman, I got A. Then we have It's Only Me. Yeah, bro, I'm gonna keep it being. Yeah, this one probably a D. Probably a D, gang. I had to put some albums on here that I know I didn't like. I can't have everything be hot. Like, I already got a lot in B. Next, we have Let God Sort Them Out. I know, bro, again, people gonna think, bro, you're a Drake fan. You cannot like Pusha T. I'm here for the music, brother. I think this, Clips, and by the way, Drake used to be a big fan of Clips. Y'all didn't know that. I ain't gonna lie, like, bro, I'm not gonna lie. So many things could have been avoided if Drake wasn't just 10 toes for his people. Like, the only reason he ever had beef with Pusha T was because of Lil Wayne. Drake had nothing to do with this shit. Literally. He had nothing to do with this shit. Like, I don't even think people realize, like, the Pusha T was so much worse, like, than the Kendrick shit. I think the Night Like Us shit was, like, probably worse than anything. But like, I don't think people remember like in 2018 what like Drake was like the. I don't know if niggas remember. Like, I was looking at that the other day, bro. Drake was on some other shit before that shit happened. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if that don't happen, like Scorpion drops like 2 weeks after. I don't think people realize what Scorpion would have did if that didn't happen. That shit may have did more numbers than views. It did them numbers after the hate mob he had at that time. Like, I don't think people realize what he would have did. I let guys sort them out though. I do have my gripes with it. It definitely has more hit and more misses. I don't know if it's better than Iceman. I'm not gonna lie. I probably do prefer Iceman now. I've just had more time to sit with Let God Sort Him Out. But my first listen to Let God Sort Him Out, I didn't have. It was like 3 songs I didn't like. But the production value, the rapping, and you may say this may be my one thing that I can get off. Malice, hey, I think last year, if you want to rank rappers rapping on an album, and I'm not even really like I said, I do think the beat matters so much. Like, you can be rapping the crazy, but if the beat ass, yeah, I'm gonna keep it being, that shit gonna be hard to listen to. And I think that they had a good combination of Pusha T, Malice, and Pharrell. And the feature was good too on it. You really don't, yeah, you got Nas, Tyler, you got Kendrick. The feature was good too on it. I would say it either one better than Quadeca shit. I'm not gonna lie. But I'll say here, like Quadeca, I could argue is an S, but I'm not doing all that. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not doing all that. Let's start here. I'm gonna keep it being, man. Let's start here is good, but like I said, I was really listening to some of these albums. Go listen to the first song on this album, and tell me this shit is not 4K, like caught in 4K. I ain't gonna lie, I got a theory after re-listening to this album that this nigga stole this entire album idea from the first song on this album. Like, even from the name, like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, that shit kind of egregious, but, yeah. I still think it's good. I still think it's a good album. I would probably say it's here. I may be capping on that. Yeah, probably capping on that, too. I don't know if it's better than Baby Keem shit. It's definitely an 8 though, or not 8. It's definitely a B. But yeah, I don't know. I may be capping. Legends Never Die. I actually like Legends Never Die, but I'll probably say C. Probably the best in C too. It has some good highs, good cohesiveness. This is probably the actual best overall album in C. It's just, yeah, I'm not kidding being. It just, yeah, I don't like a lot of the stuff behind it too. Like when it comes to like, I think Posthumous. Yeah, I'm not gonna get into that. I'm just leave it there. If you want to talk about a letdown, I have never been more let down in my life. Like, I've been let down, man. I don't know if I've ever been let down more in my life, bro. This album right here had so much potential coming off of the feature run he was on. Just think about all the songs he dropped in between this. And I forgot what the little abbreviation is. I'm gonna just call it antisocial. Please excuse me, I'm antisocial or something like that. Bro. Man, I'm gonna keep being this. I'm being so honest. The only song I like off of this shit is the song with Ty Dolla $ign. Now you could argue the song with I think that was 20. I don't know what the hell made him say, I want to make a trap album. This album damn near is really like what kind of killed trap music, because trap has not really been it for real this decade. It's not. Like, if we being honest, it has not been. But the generic beats, I do think Carti may have low-key kind of killed that though, with a whole lot of red. Like, people wanted people to start evolving after Carti album. I'm not gonna lie. But nah, I don't know. Yeah, this one ain't for me. Shout out to Roddy though. He's one of the most talented artists. Hopefully he can come back and. Hey, by the way, what's going on with Bro album? Bro was finna drop his album in Bro, that was like GNX time. We are in 2026. At the time of recording it is May 30th. What's going on? Life. This is Yeat best album. This is Yeat best album, hands down. Hands down is Yeat best album. This going high. I'm not even gonna lie. This is over Gunna shit. I ain't going no higher than that. Oh, let's pump the brakes. Let's pump the brakes. I don't even know if it's this high. But this shit has no misses. None. Absolutely none. No misses. None. Front to back, intro, outro. Yeah. Hands are up. Yeet did his thing. Maid of Honor. I do like Maid of Honor more than Honestly Nevermind. And I'm gonna keep it being. I only like 5 songs on it. But I legitimately like the 5 songs. Like, I can't lie. I'm so surprised I actually like these shits. I can't even cap. But it is D. It's the same tier. It's the same tier. It's not in the tier with these. That would be so disrespectful. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Road Trips? Come on, bro. I'm gonna keep it being. I don't even need to say too much. Road Trips, hey, that may be an all-time Drake song. That song is stupid. That song is actually crazy. I'm not gonna lie. The fact that somebody can really sit here and try to tell me this brother has been making the same song with the same flow and will listen to Too Hard for the Radio, and then the same person would make this, and the same person would make Them Cry, and the same person would make Fort Worth. Like, I'm gonna keep it being. Like, we are losing the plot. I'm gonna keep it being. We are losing the plot. Like, we are taking this for granted. I don't think people understand what we are witnessing. We are losing it. Remember I See Your Future? Now, an album that actually still is very good compared to Call Me If You Get Lost is this. This is the album. I'm not even a big Denzel Curry fan. This is actually still a very good album. I would probably say here, though. I'm not gonna go crazy on it, but I would probably say there. Might Delete Later. Now, this is an album that I will never understand the hate for this album. I would never understand. This is one of the best albums of this decade. Me personally. Might Delete Later, in my opinion, you could debate is better than The Fall Off. Me personally. I think The Fall Off has higher highs, for sure. I don't think that's too debatable. Might Delete Later has 2 misses. One got deleted, and another song that I don't like. Outside of that, I love this album. Now, I don't think it's. I do think it is. It's some 7s, but a song being a 7 out of 10 is not a miss, for me, especially for J. Cole. Not gonna lie, J. Cole so hit or miss. 7 is right there in that middle for me. I'm cool. Like, J. Cole, you give me a 7, I'm chilling. I'm chilling. I'm gonna do my best to enjoy it. But he got some high highs on here. But it's not Fall Off. It's not the Fall Off. I'm looking. It's not gonna be crazy high. Looking at it though, I probably go here. That's probably as far as I can go. Cause musically, it's not better than Heroes and Villains. Musically, it's not. Molly Santana. I actually like this album, but I'm probably gonna have to go see. Looking at the albums and see. I probably gotta go see. I'll go here. Good peaks, but yeah, it's just okay. Now this is actually a better album. I probably would go here. Because again, good highs. I probably would say this has higher highs if we talking about song for song. But as an album with the cohesion, I think this one is better. This one has probably more hit misses though. But it's just it's just around a 7. 6 or 7 I'm not really tripping on, to be honest. More Chaos. Probably would keep it in this tier. Personally, I probably would go. I may go here. More Chaos. Honestly, I may go here. I'm not even mad if you want to say. I'm gonna keep it. I'm not mad if you want to say it's better than Dark Lane Demo Tapes. No, I would probably be. I'm probably chatting a little. I'm probably chatting. Let's give it there. Then we have Miss Morale. This is what I'm saying. Like, you probably at this point, bro. This brother is not like. You probably not even at this point in the video if you don't think I like Kendrick. So you probably clicked off by now. But yeah, this is. I'm really trying to think. Is it better than Didn't Mean to Haunt You to me? Probably not. Probably not. Didn't Mean to Haunt You has no misses. It checks every box. I'm not gonna lie. Didn't Mean to Haunt You may be a 10. But I'm not giving it a YouTuber that. I'm even my one little bias. That's gonna be the blockade. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go Miss Morale A. Miss Morale 8 or 9. I probably go more so 9, but it's 8.5. 8.5 for me. Next we have My Turn. D. I'll give it over those, but nah. I ain't gonna lie. My Turn is the start of, well, the little tape before that was the start of the Fall Off, but people love My Turn. My Turn, again, this may be another one of them contrarian things. One of the most overrated albums I have ever witnessed in life. In life, bro. Harder Than Ever is so much better than this joint. And that may be why I'm hating on it. But nah, bro. And I used to be a big Baby fan, but nah, bro. The generic beats, yeah, bro, nah. Especially when it came out around the same time as Eternal Take. Like, I don't know what the hell niggas was talking about. Like, I remember the first day, people was mad at Eternal Take because he didn't have all these leaks and all this stuff. And they was saying it wasn't that good. And then My Turn was getting, I ain't gonna lie, the single for My Turn was crazy though. Hold on, I may be chatting. Hold on. Hey, Loki. It's some hits on this album. Loki, I may be chatting a little bit. Let me come to my senses. But Loki, if it goes anywhere, it goes here. I ain't going higher. I don't care. I ain't going higher. Never Enough. This may be an A. I'm gonna go A. I'm gonna go back at A though. I'm gonna go back at A. No Stylist. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. No Stylist got you, gang. No Stylist got all y'all beat. No Stylist got all you beat, gang. This is the best Opium album we had outside of one. This decade. Cause this, you know. But yeah, Octane. I don't want to diss Octane, but I kind of already did. It is kind of TikTok music. It has no misses, but I do think it is more so. It's like Let's Never Die, in my opinion. It's, yeah. I think that's just where I'm gonna leave it at. I didn't even rank Saheem. I'm probably not gonna rank that. I don't remember that enough. I remember some of the songs, but I don't remember the album enough. P4 is good tunes. P4 is good tunes. I'll probably say P4 is like here. You can swap both of these. I'm not really tweaking on it too much. P4 is like there. Pink Hearts. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like, those are two of the most. I'm not gonna lie though. SoFago didn't have nearly as much anticipation for me as Roddy. Bro, Antisocial is literally a classic rap album. That's not even debatable at this point. Like, not even kind of debatable. I don't think that it wasn't. Was it called After Me? I forgot bro. SoFago was on a crazy run leading up to this, and he just stopped dropping music. I don't know. That is the worst. Bro, both of them literally just was on a crazy run, and they just stopped dropping music. Literally. And I don't know if they just lost their ability to make it, but nah, bro. Nah, they ain't been the same since. Now, I do think, like I said, Before Pink was actually good. It did have 2 misses, but it was 3 high highs. It was. So, I don't know. Next, we have Pink Tape. I actually have Red and White Tape. Yeah, Red and White Tape. I like that way more than Pink Tape. But I will say, Pink Tape is a little underrated. I'll be underrating this a little bit. I won't lie. But at the end of the day, it's 26 songs, only like 13 of them. I do. So, I can't lie. I can't fake it. I can't cap on it. I would say C. I would probably go above I Am Music, though. I don't know about that. I'll probably go right there. Project X. Now we talking. Now we are talking. Project X. Yeah, this is ignorant. This is pure ignorance now. What do you mean Project X game? I haven't listened to this in a minute, bro. But this joint got highs. I'm not gonna lie. Give me Project X right here. I think that's a perfect slot. Right in between 2 Alive and Hearthstone Psycho. Right in between. I think they came out, 2 Alive and Project X came around the same time. I think I like 2 Alive more. And 2 Alive probably grew on me too anyway. Yeah. Punk. I ain't gonna lie. Thug in this decade. I'm gonna keep being. We being honest. This has not been great for Thug. I'm gonna keep being. I'd probably say Thug is here. Punk here. Then we got Red and White Tape. Now this. Now I'm gonna keep it being. I may be the way y'all was talking about Eternal Take before that leak joint came out, but he dropped this before he dropped Pink Tape. I never understand it. This shit is so much better than Pink Tape. It's actually crazy. It's actually insane to me. Like, and the fact that some of these leaks that's on here didn't go crazy is how I knew that's when I knew that Lil Uzi ain't the same no more. Cause like if he would have dropped these in 2019, 2018, oh my god, nah, he would have went. Nah, these joints would have went crazy. Dangerous Summer is really what I'm looking at. I'm not mad at going higher, but I'm gonna go over Dangerous Summer. It may be higher than some of these albums above it, but I'm gonna go here. Cause it is just an EP at the end of the day. Like Dangerous Summer, Before Pink, it's just an EP. Next we got Saint Michael. We got Saint Michael and Saint Michael 2. Saint Michael 2 is not as good as Saint Michael 1, but it is good. Saint Michael 1 is ridiculous. Saint Michael 1 is by far Trippie's best album of this decade. By far. Not gonna lie. I actually like Trip at Night, but this is by far his best. I'm looking. I think it's probably here. I don't think I can go any higher, but I think it's probably right there. And then Saint Michael V2, I probably would go Saint Michael V2 like here. I probably would go like there. Savage Mode 2. Savage Mode 2 got some hits on it. I think this is what I would say. I think Savage Mode 2, I kind of feel similar about Iceman in some ways. I don't think that, I think that, okay, Iceman is a little different. I think that if you listen to it separately, those are still good songs. You listen to that album front to back, those songs are 10 times better. I don't know what it is. I don't know what, it just flows together. The sounds sound better flowing together than separated, in my opinion. Savage Mode 2, I kind of feel the same, except for 2 songs. So, I do think it's a good album, but if I'm really just clicking on the album, clicking on a random song and just letting it play, it's not, I'm gonna keep being, like, if I put this album on shuffle, it's not good. I don't like it, because I probably only really like legitimately 2 songs. But I'll probably give him a B, because it is a good album. It is a very good album. Like, him and Metro albums, they don't really miss. They don't really miss. Like, even if you want to talk about Heroes and Villains, 21 don't miss on them songs. Keep it being, he don't. The only time I really heard him miss was on More M's. Like, that More M song on Her Loss is not good to me. I don't like it, personally. It's actually kind of funny that Metro's even on there, though. Because apparently they had beef before that, because that's when Heroes and Villains came out. And the whole reason why Drake not on there is because, I don't know. I don't know if it's better than Let's Start Here or Casino. That's what I'm saying. That's why some of these albums have been going C. I'm going to go C. Oh, Scary Hours 3. This is what I'll say. Scary Hours 3, I like. But there's no way I'm unironically just turning on Scary Hours 3. There's no way. There's genuinely no way. No chance. But you listening to it front to back, this shit is ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie. It is, but it's pretty much kind of how I look at the Fall Off, where it's kind of rap exhibition. Like, it's just a rap performance, where it's like he's just showcasing how good he can rap. Like, nigga, we know you can rap. Like, you literally, I ain't gonna lie, this was Drake really falling for the hate. He literally dropped a whole album of just rapping, just because niggas was always hating on him. I'm not gonna lie. It's good raps. Probably, I don't think it's the best of his career. I think Iceman probably got that. But yeah, I would probably say For All the Dogs. I don't know. For All the Dogs is interesting. I would probably say I'd probably go B. Probably go right above. It's over some of these in B for sure. But I'm like, again, it's like, at the end of the day, I think music is meant to be listened to. I'm not going back to listen to this shit. But if I do turn it on, I won't lie, it is good. I can't deny how good it is. But I'm not unironically going back to listen to this shit. I'm not. I'll probably say C. That's probably unfair. The only knock I have on it for real is that it has no replay value. Except for maybe You Broke My Heart and Story by My Brother. I'm gonna get being. I might be chatting a little bit. Low key. I talked myself out of it. We're gonna glaze a little bit. Fuck it. We're gonna glaze a little bit. I don't think it's better than Her Loss though. There's no way. It ain't better than St. Michael for nothing. Or 101. I'm gonna go. I gotta go somewhere. Sex Zone for You. Sex Zone for You is better than Beep 2, I think. No. It has the same problem as For All the Dogs, where he just threw some shit on there at certain points that I didn't really fuck with. Is it the same tiers For All the Dogs though? I think that this is more consistently good than For All the Dogs. I've said that for time. But there are songs on here that's like, why the fuck is this on here? Like, I'm thinking of the Mexican speaking. I said Mexican. Oh yeah, it's too late at night, bro. Spanish speaking song. Bro, there's no way I said that. Nah, this is rank this shit. But it has some of his best R&B songs all time. All time. I said the same thing about 4 Other Dogs though. I don't even know if I believe this. I don't know what I'm doing with that one. I ain't gonna lie, I don't know what I'm doing with this. Nah, I'm not gonna lie. These three may just need to go up. But if these three go up, I feel bad about Octane. I think Octane just fits. It fits with these. Octane fits with these for me. Octane don't really have misses for real though. Maybe we just joining on the hate train of Octane. I'm gonna go boom. Savage mode. What we gonna go savage mode? I'm looking around. I may just be here, bro. Sexy songs for you. I don't know if sexy songs for you better than Habib T. I probably would say here. And then Legends Never Die. I probably say Legends Never Die is like here. Not gonna lie. Maybe been chatting on Legends Never Die. Slime and B. Slime and B actually was good, but I ain't gonna lie. I went back to listen to this shit. It's still good, but I'm like, how the hell did this even happen? When I listened to this Drake, I was so confused, but nah, I ain't gonna lie. Thug, bro, I was talking about this the other day, bro. Thug literally has 2 different primes. You got Rich Gang era Thug all the way to Slime Season 2. Then Slime Season 3 is like his whole sound is like elevated in terms of the mixing, but his artistry is way worse in my opinion. The only album in that decade where his artistry, his artist performance, his vocal, like his voice as an instrument ever became like even a conversation again in my opinion was the Easy Beautiful Thugger Girls and Jeffrey. Those two, but Jeffrey is arguably his best album, you know. But I would say from Slime Season 3 to So Much Fun is his next prime. I think his peak is Rich Gang prime to Slime Season 2, because you can think about Slime Season 2, Slime Season 1, Barter 6, Rich Gang tape. Come on, bro. Bro, that nigga had no misses. None. I do think So Much Fun is good. Jeffrey, arguably his best album. I like Slime Season 3. I like Easy Beautiful Thugger Girls. But come on, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that shit not touching that other one. I also just like that other version of Thug more in terms of Thug. But I do think he might have had better beats and shit like that after. But nothing I can do about that, game. Nothing I can do. But Slime and B actually is after all that, I believe. And Slime and B is actually legitimately good. Legitimately good. I would probably say Slime and B is like your... I don't know. Studio Addict. I don't know if I in good faith can say it's better than For Nothing and One of One. In good faith. Swag is good, but it's like, I don't know how niggas let this nigga Justin Bieber get that shit off, bro. The shit he was doing on this album was kind of crazy, but this shit good. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how niggas was letting that shit just rock, bro. Like, this nigga really was on some 80s, 90s soul music. Like, what the fuck am I listening to? But that shit was good. I'm not gonna lie. Like, but niggas really letting that go? That nigga was singing on that bitch too. I'm not gonna lie. But we really letting that go. Like, nigga might as well get braids and fucking get gold teeth next. Nigga, like, what's going on? We letting that go? I don't know. I gotta put that down a tier, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I gotta go down a tier off that alone, bro. Like nigga, like really deep that. Like, Justin Bieber on soul music, gang. Like, what we doing, bro? What the hell are we doing? Tana Talk 4. This is actually one of the more underrated albums of this decade, but I'm still not gonna put it that high because I do not return to it. But that J. Cole song, oh my gosh. Oh, hey, nah, that J. Cole feature probably is the feature of the decade. I'm trying to think what else even compares. It gotta be something else, bro. I'm just completely forgetting. But that J. Cole feature is that feature is stupid. That feature is actually ridiculous. Benny got some crazy beats, but this shit feel disrespectful, bro. Nah, it's over this. I'll probably go here. The Boy Who Played the Harp. I love Dave, but this one ain't really for me. But it is good. Like, I don't think Dave is really capable of making a bad album. It's good, but It's got cohesion, got great rapping, but I'm gonna be honest, the replay value on this is not good, in my honest opinion. And then the fall off is genuinely like, I'm not gonna lie, the more I listen to it, and I did this, bro. I was honestly, because like again, since Kanye 9 Drake came out, I kind of ain't been able to get back to fall off. Before that, I was fall off. Like I was listening to that, really. That's it. Like Casino came, I listened to that for a week, and I was back to the fall off. I'm not gonna lie. But once Kanye and Yeet, that was a lot of music in one. Then you had 9 dropped like 20 some songs. It was like, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of stopped for a little bit. But then Drake came out, and then I did that little Axe Battle video. I'm like, oh, this nigga really got the best album this year. And he does. I think that if we even, like, Mr. Morale and this is debates. I see a lot of people have the debates between Ice, GNX, and the fall off. I don't know. Like, I really honestly do think that you have to honestly believe that Kendrick cannot make a bad song to say that GNX is as good as Iceman in the fall off. Especially, like, as a neutral, like, I'll keep it a being. I like Kendrick Lamar so much more than J. Cole. I can't even explain this shit. Like, I can't. I don't even think it's possible for J. Cole to make a perfect album. I think Kendrick literally has a perfect album. But if I'm keep it in a stack, GNX versus the fall off, even if you want to take the best song from both, the best rapping, it's not close, gang. It's not. So, I don't know. That's me personally. I think Man at the Garden, you could really try to put that up to any song, but I'll probably say about 4 songs I would probably take off fall off that's better, personally. Like, I do think GNX has some gems on it, for sure. But there's some misses on it, too. So, it's like, I don't know, bro. I would say the fall off, you can go anywhere from here for me. I don't know if I can go over Mr. Morale. Because Mr. Morale, it kind of has everything. Like, the one thing I say about Iceman, it has a lot, but I don't know. It just don't have that top end. The thing with this album, with this Iceman album, it doesn't have any top, peak Drake songs for me. I think Mr. Morale scratches every itch I want. Now, I won't lie. I was so under. Now, this is another thing. The funny part about Mr. Morale. Mr. Morale first album, listen, I was so fucking mad. No troll. I was so mad. Bro, when he dropped Heart Part 5, I thought this nigga was finna drop his best album. And the best album I ever heard in life. Forget his best album. I thought he was finna drop a Kanye level production with Kendrick rapping. I'm thinking I'm finna get peak. We get Mr. Morale, which is still good. But the reason why it did grow on me, because this is actually a very important album with the therapy part. I do think that is an important album, but it got some of Kendrick's best songs on it too. The musicality, the cohesiveness, the I like, bro, Mr. Morale, it check a lot of boxes for me, and me personally. I think the fall off, I think this is the best rapping performance any of the big 3 has really ever probably done. I probably would argue that. You could argue it with maybe you could argue with To Pimp a Butterfly. To Pimp a Butterfly is another good rapping performance. Good Kid is a good rapping performance, but it's not as good as Fall Off. Maybe you can try to get that off with To Pimp a Butterfly, but I've never been a big To Pimp a Butterfly fan, personally. I think the Fall Off, and by the way, this one is the only reason I would argue you can say is not A. This is a perfect representation of why I don't like 2 disc albums. And I kind of noticed that when I was doing the Drake albums, like when I was ranking Scorpion. I don't like 2 disc albums. Because, bro, this one is so much worse than this 2 for me. And I think a lot of people like this one more than this 2, which is crazy to me. Like, the musicality on this 2 so much more advanced. Like listening to it on first listen, I could not believe that the first album was the album he took 10 years to make. And the last part was the one he made in these last 2 years. That is so crazy to me. That is so crazy. I'd never get it. The Fallen Raven, bro, this shit had me in a chokehold, my brother. This had me in a chokehold, my brother. I'm not gonna go crazy on it though. I'm gonna go like here. The Forever Story, that's an A. It's here for sure. I don't know if I go any higher. I'm not gonna lie. I'll probably go here. But I'm not gonna lie. The only reason I said I'm not gonna lie and I ended up changing it, because I do think, if we talk about albums this decade, the closest thing to a good Kid Mad City type level album from a rapping standpoint, it probably is the Forever Story. It's not as good though, at all. It's not as good at all. I won't lie, it's not. It's not, but it is very good. The Forever Story is very good, and I'm gonna keep it meaning. I do not like Jid at all. I'll get this off. I actually do like Kendrick a lot. I think Kendrick has some all-time verses, all-time songs, all that. Jid, I'm gonna keep it being. Outside this album, I don't think I have a song I like, a verse I like. This album is actually a breath of fresh. Like, I had no expectation going into this album. I seen everybody gassing it, but I'm like, bro, I know this shit finna be ass. But I give it a listen because people were saying it was by far, arguably the best album of the decade. I gave it a listen. I was like, okay, y'all ain't gonna lie, y'all got this one. Now the other albums, hell no, y'all bullshitting with that. I ain't gonna lie, y'all lost me. Y'all lost me with the other ones. And then Jid just don't seem like the right type of person for me either. But yeah, Melodic Blue. Yeah, this is better than Casino. I will say though, I think I remember why. I do think, like, when you look at a song like Range Brothers, first part of that song is crazy. The second beat, not only the beat is terrible. Go listen to how the hell they came in on that shit, bro. I cannot listen to that song all the way back. And it's not like that's the only song that happens. Like, it's a couple songs where he just trolls it. He genuinely just trolls it. But in terms of production, the music making, yeah, bro. It's a higher level. It was definitely a higher level. I do think conceptually, Casino, introspection and stuff like that, Casino probably better for that. But in terms of replay value, musicality, yeah, nah, it's no way. No way. It's no way. It's not. I don't even think it's that comparable. I'll probably put Melodic Blue pretty high. I don't know about anything higher than that though. Low key, Emotions probably gotta go down. Emotions probably gotta go up. Cause what the fuck are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing right now? No. I don't know about all that. Yeah, I'll probably go here. Yeah. The off season, yeah, again, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. And this is what I'm saying. I'm not even a big J. Cole fan because the off season, a lot of people love this out. I do not like it. Like, might delete later, and the fall off are way better than me. I'm cool on this. Like, I'm cool on this. I'd say it's better than My Turn. But I'm cool on this. I've never been a big fan of this album. Then we have the Trippie Redd album. Me personally, I think this Trippie Redd album is actually good, but it's not crazy. I'll probably put it right there. This is actually a perfect spot. Right in. No, whoa. I don't know about all that. You got too much dip for your trip, Savage Mode too. If that shit is not better, Before Pink ain't better. Hold on. Okay, that's probably about right. That's probably about right now. But yeah, Trip at Night, bro, I'm gonna keep it being. People give Carti a lot of credit for his influence. I do think Carti, a whole lot of Red influenced this album. Don't get me wrong. But Trip at Night, I think Trip at Night low-key did a lot for the new gen too. I don't see nobody give Trippie his credit for what he did with this album. I think he like, especially when you put it on, like, he had Fago on the album too. Like, he even had some of the new gen guys on this album. Like, I think Carti get a lot of credit for this new gen underground. I think you gotta give, like, Trippie be like, he be collabing with a lot of the underground too. Like, I think Trippie got a lot of influence on the underground just like Carti. I don't know about as much. For sure, he don't got as much aura as Carti when it comes to, like, they look up to Carti. I think some of the underground niggas probably think that Trippie more like they peers more so than like he above. If you really think a nigga above you, I'm gonna be. That's kind of crazy and it's on right. So let me just stop there. Until Japan album. Now this is an album that legitimately could be a A. This album is fantastic. The production, the rapping. This is a fantastic album. This is one of the, if we talk about underground, this is by far the best. This is the best underground album I've heard. It's either this or No Styles, and I probably would say this is the one. I probably would actually say, yeah, this is the A. I probably would go this year. I actually like this album a lot, front to back. And then you got the extra songs that's on YouTube that are probably the best songs of the whole album. I'm gonna keep it being. I'm gonna be honest. This album, honestly, is the closest thing rap-wise in this decade I liked so much that I think every song is literally at the same level. I don't feel like it's really any dip. It may be one song. I'm really thinking, it came to my mind as soon as I said that. It's one song that may have that, but I really love this album. I'm not gonna lie. I really, really love this album. Now, I will not cap. I listen to some of his other stuff. I'll be honest, production is always good, but I feel like I also noticed the underground did not like it, which is crazy. But I don't know what the hell they hear it. The production value of this album is ridiculous. So yeah, 12 karat 2K, 2-8. I don't remember how to even say this. This joint was actually really good. I think this is Post Malone's most personal album when he was actually still a rapper. But we see what happened with bro. So shout out to Post Malone. I thought Post Malone was actually one of the better artists when he was a rapper. It's unfortunate what has happened to this brother, but I thought he was actually very, very talented. And people was hating on him but he really was never really a rapper. He was like a hip hop artist, I would say, more than a rapper. Like he was always more of a melodic artist than he was straight up rapping on beats. But he was, I guess, melodic rapper, I guess you could say. But come on, I don't know. But this album was kind of blurred, like a perfect blend of both worlds. And I think that this was very good. Like, I think I said, I feel like this album was like the first album that he had, but curated production was just better. I feel like it was. But I do think the first album may have higher highs, but I also do think this album has his best song I ever heard him have. I'm not gonna go crazy on it, but I do like this album a lot. I probably would go, me personally, I probably would go like here. For me, I actually like that album a lot. I'm not gonna lie. Up to me. This that one Yeet album that made people to stand with life, but life a little bit better. I probably go, shit, maybe life need to come down. Life may gotta come down, gang. Life might gotta come down. I would say Up to Me is here. I don't know if it's better. It probably has higher highs than Bully. I'm lucky chatting on this shit, gang. Do I like this shit more than that? I like it more than Call Me If You Get Lost. I don't know if I like it more than Might Delete Later. I don't know if I like Bully more than Up to Me. Up to Me don't got no misses to me. It may got one. I'm gonna keep it there. I may be forgetting a little bit. Utopia's a okay. I'm chatting. I was chatting with this. This is a 9, clear 9. Utopia, in my opinion, is Travis' best album. I'm not gonna lie, but it's very tough to do. I don't really think Travis has a miss. If we talking about his album, now you wanna say Jack Boys 2, Jack Boys, Honcho Jack, okay, but Travis low-key be moving crazy, because if you look up Honcho Jack, you ain't gonna see it under Travis. You look up Jack Boys, he ain't gonna see it under Travis. He took that away from his catalog. He ain't playing. So, I give him that, but Utopia. I'm gonna keep it being, bro. Early in this decade, bro, it was a lot of letdowns, but EA was a good one. That was a good one. My Turn was a letdown for me. Live Life Fast was a letdown. Utopia, a whole lot of red. At first was a letdown. It grew on me crazy. That was, yeah. I'm gonna keep being. That was a long wait. People forget. I ain't gonna lie. People forget the hype whole lot. By the way, I don't know, man. A lot of people gonna say music had more hype than a whole lot of red. I don't know, bro. I don't think people remember what the hell niggas was doing to Carti at that time. Niggas was leaking everything. They were leaking everything, bro. I don't think people remember. They were leaking not just songs. They were leaking this nigga life. Like, I don't think people remember. Bro. I don't. Utopia, though, front to back. The concept of literally this being his music utopia, where he's blending all his favorite sounds and music into one album. In my opinion, it has misses, but he can get away with it because of the concept. I understand the concept is his music utopia. And even with that being said, I think every single song has a very high highlight. Even like the song Del Resto. I hate that song. The ending is arguably the best moment of the whole song. Hey, child, you gonna report to me? Hey, man. Hey, I low-key hit that shit, though. Hold on. I low-key hit that, though. I ain't gonna lie, though. Nah, I really messed with this album, bro. Even though I really messed with the production, I think that this is legitimately his best introspective, best rapping performance album. I don't think he's topping this though. I'm gonna keep it being. I had no faith because the singles he was dropping. Well, nah, Mafia. Hold on. I was low key a little upset when Mafia wasn't on there. I'm gonna keep it being highest in the room. Low key, I'm kind of chatting with the singles. The singles for this next album, I'm getting a little concerned. I will say the feature run going up to the next album is a little bit better than the feature run leading up to Utopia. But the feature run leading up to Utopia was not that good. Low key, you had Fair Trade. What else you had? Low key, I may be chatting a little bit. When did Her Loss come out? When did Heroes and Villains come out with Trance? I'm gonna be chatting a little bit. Low key. When did that come out? That came out before, right? Yeah, it did. Yeah, I'm gonna be chatting a little bit on that. But yeah, Utopia 5. UI Scuddy. I think UI Scuddy is overhated. It's not good though. I'm not gonna cap. It's not good. But I probably like it more than Punk. It's Punk level, but it's not good. Vultures 1. I actually think Vultures 1 is solid. But I went back to listen to it. This shit not as good as I remember. Like, Back to Me is good, but bro, what the hell is that verse? Like I'm not gonna lie, like for everything I was saying about Donda having way too many songs, but the artist performance is crazy, bro. The artist performance of Kanye on Vultures 1 is the most diabolical. It's like he's trying to ruin the songs 9 times out of 10. Genuinely, I don't know what bro was on, but I will say Ty Dolla $ign on this album was amazing. He was, bro, and the production on this album is actually really good. It's not on the level of Donda and Bully though. It's not. I'd probably say Vultures 1 is like, yeah. We Don't Trust You. I like We Don't Trust You. Don't get me wrong. It's just not better than High Life to me though. I'm gonna keep it being. I'm gonna put it right there though. It's right there, neck and neck, neck and neck. I'm kind of chatting with Down FM. I'm really looking like this shit not sitting right with my spirit, bro. I don't care. I'm raising it. I'm glazing. I don't care. Whole Lot of Red. Hey, I'm gonna keep it being. I'm gonna keep it being. I'm gonna keep it being. I'm gonna keep it a being. Hear me out. This is the most important album. Now, I'm going to keep it. Hold on. I'm almost just talk myself. I think I just talked myself out of it before I even said it. I was going to say this is the most important album of this decade. But the music that this shit influenced is some of the most brain rot music I have heard in my life. Now, if you want to say Trip at Night, Yeet, King, Carson, Destroy Lonely influenced them, okay. But whatever this new shit that these young niggas is on when it comes to net spin, and I'm not even talking about Netspin first album. His first album was actually good, but this new wave that they all trying to like evolve the Whole Lot of Red and just distort the shit like 10 times worse, where the shit is literally unlistenable. Then you got Too Slimy. Like Che used to actually be very good, and now all his music is just distorted as beats. I can barely hear anything. Osama-san, whatever the hell that album was, and then the demonic, this aesthetic. Oh nah, this nigga Carti. I'm not gonna lie, Carti actually has one of the worst influences I have ever seen, because they literally look up to this brother. I'm not gonna lie, but the music was. I cannot lie. Whole Lot of Red choke that. I'm gonna give you. It's been some chokeholds in my lifetime that music has had. I don't know if there was ever a bigger chokehold than Whole Lot of Red. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I don't know. That shit was crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Like, looking back, that shit was crazy, bro. I'm gonna keep me. I was doing some vile shit. Bro. Music low-key calmed me down, bro. Like, I'm like, oh, this nigga is really regular. Okay. He's not, because I'm like, bro, this nigga really getting better every single album. I don't think y'all understand. Like, this nigga 3 albums in, no misses. None. Them bitches all classics. Then he dropped music. I'm like, okay. Yeah, had to calm me back down. But this is how you know I'm not biased. Like, no matter how much I like you, if you drop some bullshit, I'm gonna say you drop some bullshit, gang. Simple as that, gang. Simple as that. But yeah, a whole lot of red, bro. Front to back. You wanna talk about? You wanna go cohesion? You wanna go concept? You wanna go like literally innovation? You wanna talk about like it's so much you can discuss with a whole lot of red, bro. I'm gonna keep it being. Like, it's so much. Like, artist performance, production. Like, brother, this was executively produced by Kanye West. Like, bro, this is an album that had outrageous expectations, and it surpassed the expectations. Now, I will say this. I don't know if we could have got an executively produced version of V1 Whole Lotta Red, if that would have been better, if that probably would have been better. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I'll probably stand on that. Cause them leaks is crazy. But Whole Lotta Red, for what we got, with it being majority new songs, it was still some leaks, some snippets, but majority new songs, I think Carti did it. He did it, gang. Now there are some misses. Don't get me wrong. There are definitely some misses. When you think about Jump Out the House, I think it's called No Sleep or some shit. Them shits are trash, gang. I'm trying to think of another. It probably is another song in there, 3, but 24 songs, 3 misses? Hello? Come on, bro. Hello? Come on, bro. Wanna could be an A. But this is Gunna's best album. I probably say Wanna is here. It's debatable between these two. Wanna is his best album to me. It's probably there for me though. And then we have, what is the name of this joint? It's something crazy, bro. What is the name? You Can't Kill Me. I was finna say this shit called You Can Kill Me. I was like, there's no way that's the name of this. There's no way. This album, hey, again, bro, I don't care who you are. I don't care what you are. If you can make good music, I'ma listen. If you make music that's gonna be replay value, I'ma listen. And this is the epitome of it. And I ain't gonna lie, I had heard, I don't know, I'ma just refrain. I'ma not gonna finish that sentence. I'm going to refrain. I'ma just put this here. I'm gonna put that there. Very good album. Very good album. Then we have Zoe. I actually think Zoe is very good. I think it's cohesive. But I feel like that new Slayer album is like a worse version of Zoe. But I feel like the underground hates this nigga. It's kind of like the Until Japan nigga. Niggas just hate this nigga. I'm low-key going crazy with this nigga though. Hold on. I'm low-key kind of going crazy. Now, another thing that was a crazy debate that was happening is the GNX let God Sort Him Out for a rap album. How in the hell did that lose? Bro, the rapping performances, I don't know what the hell was going on. Like, even if you take the best song from both albums, let God Sort Him Out. If you take the best rapping performance from both albums, let God Sort Him Out. You take the best beat from both albums, let God Sort Him Out. How the hell did that lose? I'm gonna keep it being. I really don't understand what was going on there. I'm gonna keep it being. I don't. I honestly thought that, bro, after I seen that, I thought they was genuinely gonna give Kendrick album of the year. But they gave it to Bad Bunny. I'm not hip to, bro. So you see there's no Bad Bunny albums here. So yeah, Zoe, I'm gonna go. Zoe kind of up there, gang. I'm gonna probably go here. I'll probably go there. I'm gonna give it to me. That B may be all out of order, gang. I'm not even gonna lie. That, like, the order of B may be all out of place. I tried, but it's a lot of albums in B. It's a lot. I'm not even gonna rank Saeed. I do probably say it's like a C though. It was good, but like it ain't crazy. It definitely ain't crazy. We don't even need to show the D. Like D or F, we don't even need to show F. Like you get F. You get okay. I think we can show it. Oh yeah, we got the whole thing in the whole video or pick. Yeah, that's my album tier list of the 2020s albums. The next time I do this is gonna be 10 times easier, but low key, bro. I've made this joint and I put every picture twice, and I had to order it. Oh my, nah, bro. This joint took disgustingly long to make, so I really hope this does get support. But I know people gonna be mad at my real honest opinions, because people gonna be like, bro, I disagree. You have to be doing this on purpose. Like, no, I'm not trolling you. I don't even know you. I don't know. But yeah, that's my album tier list, bro, of the 2020s. If y'all do want more, like the video. I'm really thinking about raising Whole Lotta Red. That's what I'm thinking. There's no way I can't debate it being a 10 though. I can't do that. The only one I may be able to debate is from, I ain't gonna lie, that didn't need a hunch. That shit may be a 10. That shit may be a 9.5 at middle. I don't know about 10. That may be a, I'm doing it. I don't even care. I'm doing it. I don't care. But yeah, like the video, subscribe, all that good stuff out the way. No more talking. It's your boy Fitz. I'm out of here.
Tell them to bring me my money. Yeah!